17th. Dear Mr. Walter Dean Myers, you probably don't want to hear from me because I am only a boy, not a teacher, and I don't use big words. You probably won't read this, or even if you do read it, you're probably way too busy to answer it, let alone do the thing I'm going to ask you. And I want you to know that's okay, because our teacher says that writers are very busy trying to write their words, and the phone is ringing and the fax is going, the bills need paying, and sometimes they get sick. I hope you are not sick, Mr. Walter D. Myers. Or the family gets sick, or the electricity goes off, or the car needs fixing, or they have to go to the grocery store, do the laundry, or clean up messes. I don't know how you find time to write your words if you have to do all that stuff, and maybe you should get a helper. So what I'm asking you is this. If you ever get time to leave your house, and if you ever feel like visiting a school where there might be some kids who like your poems, would you ever maybe think about maybe coming to our school, which is a clean place, which is mostly nice, with mostly nice people in it, and I think our teacher, Miss Stretchberry, would maybe even make brownies for you, because she sometimes makes them for us. I hope I haven't too much stopped you from doing your writing of words and fixing your car and getting groceries and all that stuff just to read this letter, which is probably taking you maybe 15 minutes. In that time, you could have maybe written a whole new poem, or at least the start of one. I'm so sorry for taking up your time. And I understand if you can't come to our school to read some of your poems to us and let us see your face, which I bet is a friendly face. My name is Jack. Bye, Mr. Walter D. Myers.
April 20th. Did you mail it? Did he answer yet?
April 24th. Months? It might take months for Mr. Walter Dean Myers to answer my letter. If he answers it, I didn't know till you explained. The letter has to go to Mr. Walter Dean Myers' publisher company, and someone at the publisher company has to sort all the mail, not just my letter, but hundreds and hundreds of letters to hundreds of authors. All that big mess of mail piled up, and someone sorting all that mail, and then the letters from Mr. Walter Dean Myers go to him. Maybe he's away, maybe he's on vacation, maybe he's sick, maybe he's hiding in a room writing poems. Maybe he's babysitting his children or his grandchildren if he's married and stuff, or maybe he has to go to the dentist to get the car fixed. Maybe someone died. I really hope nobody died. So if you ask me, it could take him years to get around to answering that letter, so I guess we better just forget about it. Not count on it. Get it out of our minds. Do something else. Forget it.
April 26th. Sometimes, when you are trying not to think about something, it keeps popping back in your head. You can't help it. Think about it, and think about it, and think about it, until your brain feels like a squashed pea. May 2nd. Yes, you can type up the thing about trying not to think about something, but you'd better leave my name off it because it was just words coming out of my head and I wasn't paying too much attention to which words came out when.
May 7th. Maybe you could show me how to use the computer? Or I could type up my own words? I didn't know about the spell checking thing inside the computer. It's like a little miracle brain in there, a little helper brain. But I'm a slow typer person. Did you say there's a teaching typing thing in the computer too? Will it help me type better and faster? So my fingers will go as fast as my brain?
May 14th. I typed this up myself. We were outside in the street, me and some other kids, kicking the ball before dinner. And Sky was chasing with his feet going every which way and his tail wagging and his mouth slobbering, and he was all over the place, smiling and wagging and slobbering and making us laugh. And my dad came walking up the street. He was way down there near the end, and I could see him as he got off the bus, and he was walking, and I saw him wave, and he called out, "Hey there, son!" And so I didn't see the car coming from the other way until someone else, one of the big kids, called out, "Car!" and I turned around, and I saw a blue car, spattered with mud, speeding down the road. And I saw Sky going after the ball, wagging his tail, and I called him, "Sky, Sky!" And he turned his head, but it was too late, because the blue car, spattered with mud, hit Sky, thud, 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 and kept on going in such a hurry, so fast, so many miles to go, he couldn't even stop. And Sky was just there in the road, lying on his side, with his legs bent funny, and his side heaving, and he looked up at me. And I said, "Sky, Sky, Sky!" And then my dad was there, and he lifted Sky out of the road and laid him on the grass. And Sky closed his eyes, and he never opened them again, ever. May 15th. I don't know. If you put it on the board and people read it, it might make them sad. May 17th. Okay, I guess I'll put my name on it. But I hope it doesn't make too many people feel too sad, and if it does, maybe you could think of something to cheer everybody up. Like, maybe with some of those brownies you make, the chocolate ones that are so good.
May 21st. Wow. That was the best news ever. I can't believe it. Mr. Walter Dean Myers is really coming to our school. He was coming to our city anyway to see his old buddy, and he would be honored to visit our clean school and meet the mostly nice kids who like his poems. We sure are lucky that his buddy lives in our town. Wow. May 28th. The bulletin board looks like it's blooming words with everybody's poems up there on all those colored sheets of paper, yellow, blue, pink, red, green. And the bookcase looks like it's sprouting books, all of them by Mr. Walter Dean Myers, lined up, looking back at us, waiting for Mr. Walter Dean Myers himself to come right to our school, right into our classroom. Wow. May 29th. I can't wait. I can't sleep. Are you sure you hid my poem that was inspired by Mr. Walter Dean Myers? I don't want to do anything to upset him. June 1st.
Mr. Walter Dean Myers Day.
I never, in my whole life, ever heard anybody who talk like that Mr. Walter Dean Myers. All of my blood in my veins was bubbling, and all of the thoughts in my head were buzzing, and I wanted to keep Mr. Walter Dean Myers at our school. June 6th. Dear Mr. Walter Dean Myers, thank you 100 million times for leaving your work and your family and your things people have to do to come and visit us in our school, in our class. We hoped you liked your visit. We think maybe you did because you were smiling all over the place. And when you read your poems, you had the best voice ever. Low and deep and friendly and warm, like it's reaching out and wrapping us all up in a big squeeze. And when you laughed, you had the best laugh I've ever heard in my life. Like it was coming from way down deep and bubbling up and rolling and tumbling out into the air. We hope we didn't ask you too many questions. And we thank you for answering every which one. And especially for saying that you would be flattered if someone used some of your words, and especially if they added a note saying that they were inspired by Walter Dean Myers. And it was nice of you to read all our poems on the bulletin board. I hope it didn't make you too sad when you read the one about my dog Sky getting smushed in the road. I think you like the brownies too, right? Thank you for coming to see us, Mr. Walter Dean Myers. Inside this envelope is a poem using some of your words. I wrote it. It was inspired by you, Mr. Walter Dean Myers, from your #1 fan, Jack.
Love That Dog, inspired by Mr. Walter Dean Myers. By Jack. Love that dog like a bird loves to fly. I said I love that dog like a bird loves to fly. Love to call him in the morning, love to call him, "Hey there, Sky."